Hello everyone, this is TheNelston. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm here to talk about how I managed to clear the hardest raid in Wynncraft, the Nameless Anomaly, using nothing but Morph. More specifically, how I managed to accomplish this with a team that also only used Morph. We used no mythics, no consumables, and we not only cleared the raid, but also did it in a very good time. I'm going to be telling you the story of how this was all completed from start to finish, but if you're not interested and you only want to see the raid completion, go ahead, go to the description, there's a timestamp that'll link you directly to the start of the raid, as well as there being a secondary timestamp which will link you just to the boss fight itself. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this saga. This all started when I first posted a few months ago jokingly saying that we should, clear the Nameless Anomaly using nothing but Morphs as soon as 2.0 came out, and I wanted to be the first party to clear the Nameless Anomaly using nothing but full Morph. This was actually received quite well by a lot of people, so I decided not to just make it a joke, but rather to turn it into an actual project that we would try to complete. So as soon as 2.0 came out, I made a forum post asking for anyone who is interested in clearing the Nameless Anomaly using nothing but Morph to, message me and let's try to figure out if we can do this. I got a lot of responses and the forum post was very positively received, but due to being kind of busy, I put off the project a little bit longer than I really should have, and unfortunately this led to a wrench in my initial plans. You see, the problem is that two big things happened. First, an update came about that essentially kneecapped Provoke and made it completely useless because now, it only lasted for 5 seconds but had a 10-second cooldown, which meant that full DPS builds would no longer really work all that well because you could no longer have an Undying tank draw aggro while everybody else did damage. So yeah, you were basically kind of out of luck there. The other major thing that happened was that a community member by the name of Raw Fish was able to not only clear the raid using Morph, but did it solo. Which meant, the whole appeal of this challenge really kind of died, because if somebody can solo, then what's the point of getting people to use a team, right? Where was the fun in that? But, I still decided to go through with it because I'd made so many promises to people to at least try it out with them. And, I figured because they had used a crafted weapon, such as a crafted spring, I decided that, the additional stipulation here would be that I would not be able to use a crafted weapon. So no crafted spring for me, I would be using one of the existing non-crafted bows. After that, it was time to try a run. This first run was honestly kind of a disaster. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Latastrophe and Pickolated died pretty early on into the fight. Everybody ended up dying until it was just me left over. And then at that point, I was kind of screwed because I wasn't very good at using Morph yet. I hadn't gotten any mana regen buffs. So I actually did quite a bit of damage by myself. But unfortunately, eventually I died as well after running out of sprint and mana and being cornered. Right, so we switched out Pickolated for Fleekvis, who is a well-known community member who loves to use Morph and, Fallen Warrior and all that good stuff. We figured, okay, this run is going to be the run. Surely this time we got it, right? Well, again, things didn't turn out too well. We all died, and in particular, Fleekvis was a little bit angry that he got killed by someone running in front of him while using the watched phase. We actually got the boss quite low. He was in, the single digits of millions, I think it was 1 million or so, and Latastrophe was left to solo. He did really well, but unfortunately, I believe he was killed by some of the skulls, and so that was the end of that run. So we were a little dejected by this point. We were 3 runs, and we failed. Every time, though, we had inched a little bit closer to completing the run. So yeah, we figured this time, third time's gonna be the charm. We got this. And wouldn't you know it, we actually completed the run. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut up and show you that full run because I'm very proud of it. As an extra bonus, I also rolled an incredible pair of Stardews for 1v16. So where do we go from here? Well, I think at this point it's pretty fair to say that the Nameless Anomaly is a really easy raid. We had completed this challenge across multiple hotfixes, and now, unfortunately, it looks like Morph is going to be slightly nerfed in 2.0.1, but that doesn't really matter all that much because who cares, you know, like, it's still going to be a very good set. I don't know what the point of this challenge was, really, besides for fun. I guess if there's one takeaway, it's that even if you don't have the money to buy a proper set, you can still play the game and you can still have fun and still be good at the game. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not allowed to do the Nameless Anomaly just because you use Morph. It's not just about the build, but also about the skill. And at the end of the day, as long as you know what you're doing, it's fine to use anything, really. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike please, it helps with engagement anyways. Drop a comment to say hi, join my Discord if you'd like to discuss this video, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.